I'm going to be reacting to a band called Mountain. We're going to start with Mississippi Queen. There were 3 songs requested, so I'll either do them all in one. Or we'll just see how it goes. I'm not recording at home today because my electronic circuit box was getting fixed, so I have no Wi-Fi or anything or electricity. So I'm in a work cafe, but it's a little bit loud. So we'll see how I do. Okay. I'm going to put on my noise cancellation. Whoa. All right, we get right to it.
Mississippi Queen,
Hey.
if you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she taught me everything. We're down around Vicksburg,
Hey, Southern Rock.
around Louisiana way.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Live the Cajun lady,
Da-da-da-da-da.
call her
Catchy.
Mississippi Queen. You know she was a dancer. She moved better all while the rest of them dudes wasn't getting naked. But I beg your pardon, I was getting mine. Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she taught me everything. This lady, she asked me if I would be her man. You know that I told her I'd do what I can to keep her looking pretty by her judging that shine while the rest of their dudes was making their bread. But I beg your pardon, I was losing mine. You know she was a dancer. She moved better all while the rest of their dudes was getting their kicks. Brother, beg your pardon, I was getting mine. Hey, Mississippi Queen.
Okay, that was very short, very sweet, very to the point. It was, yeah, I think it's a song about sexual awakening. Also, she's like a dancer and she's showing him the ways of the world and he's like into it and he's getting his. They're getting their kicks and he's getting his. So maybe she's a hooker and or I just think he's talking about generally, see, she taught me everything. Louisiana Way, but yeah, it's very Southern rock, so that's cool. I did do one mountain song before this. I realized I looked it up. My Lady. Okay, so this is not my first mountain song. I was like, mountain, that sounds familiar, and then I reacted to My Lady. I think that's what it was called. I liked it. Okay, the next song is longer. It's called Theme from an Imaginary Western on Vinyl. Okay, released in 1970 from their debut album, Climbing. Okay, let's see if this is the same vibe.
The wagon, the sea, for the forest, and further on. Painted wagon of the morning,
I like that song a lot. I think it's very you definitely get that old west feeling of people expanding or whatever, pioneers. I talked about wagons and when the wagons leave the city for the forest, painted wagons, dusty roads. So there's a lot of themes just about traveling to new places. The sun in the eyes, desert was dry, country town where the laughter sounds, dancing and singing, and then the end, the sun in their eyes and the desert was dry, in a country town where the laughter sounds. There's a lot of yearning in the song, like a lot of emotional, like the guitar solos are so, the instrumental section slash guitar solos are very emotionally they like pull at your heartstrings. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but there's something about it, and the voice in this compared to the last mountain song I heard, which was very like, ooh, I was down in Mississippi and things got wild. Reminded me a little bit of Honky Tonk Women by the Rolling Stones. This one is really emotional and meaningful and kind of reminds me more of like a Kansas song or something, like something that's really Dust in the Wind, but without like all the sadness of Dust in the Wind. It just has that nostalgic feeling. What's the word? Nostalgic. I don't know. It's just emotional. I felt there was like a descending, da, na, na. I don't know. Something about like descending lines just make you feel grounded, I guess. So we might as well go to the Nantucket Sleigh Ride because that's so random. It says a Nantucket Sleigh Ride is the dragging of a whaleboat by a harpooned whale while whale watching. So it's open boat whaling. The animals were harpooned from small boats. That's crazy. So the whales would try to get away, but they would have a harpoon attached to it. That's so sad. Okay, and I guess Nantucket was a whaling industry. Well, whaling is one of those sad things. Well, I grew up with like whaling being so taboo. Like, oh my God, they used to hunt whales. It should be illegal, blah, 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 blah. Like, and so now you're not allowed to do that. But like whaling was such a big industry before. Um, I mean, I think whales are cute and I think that they're very smart. And so I feel bad. And plus, a lot of them are endangered. So, but I like the idea of a manatee, or I like the idea of mermaids. That when people, I don't know, like Moby Dick, right? That's a whole book. It's very, woo, Moby Dick. All right, let's hear this and then I'll talk about it after. I might type during.
so sweet. There are years behind us reaching to the place where hearts are beating. And I know you're the last true love I'll ever meet. And I know you're the last true love I'll ever meet.
Okay, wow. So that was giving major Jethro Tull vibes in certain parts. I think, I mean, there was like other 70s bands, a little, it got a little proggy, but not super proggy. It mainly just sounds like rock, but there was like do, that interesting counter melody that was throughout. And then we're talking about, I was saying it was like Moby Dick vibes, where it's like chasing the whale, right? That's like that whole Captain Ahab situation. And then he's talking about the greatest love I've ever had, and I know you're the last true love over me. He's talking about a person or like wailing. Fly your willow branches, wrap your body around my soul. That's very about a person, I hope, and not about wailing. So it's very sensual, actually. And then we get that big instrumental that was wild. Starbucks sharpening his heart tune. Salt sleeping. Okay. It's Jethro Tull vibes. Okay. 3 years sailing on bended knee. We found no whales on the sea. Don't cry. Little Robin Marie, because we'll be inside of land soon. Oh, he misses his love back home. Okay. So he's out to sea and he has a girl and he can't wait for her to wrap around him again, basically. But I like the changes in the song and it was very proggy. And like I said, there's a lot of like Jethro Tull vibes in there. It's a little like folky. What I mean by that is like, that Renaissance era where everything, the 70s Renaissance folk vibes, rock kind of thing going on. Like I have a lot of stuff like that on my channel. There was a little bit Renaissance vibes in this, seriously. Like the dee 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 dee, whatever the little instrument was. I was like, that's not a flute. I was like, is it a harpsichord? Is it a organ lead voice? Is it some kind of woodwind? Is it early synthesizer? I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't place it today, but there was something going on there. Of the three I heard today, the Nantucket Sleighride was my favorite. And then I'd say that the mountain theme from Imaginary Western was my second favorite, and my least favorite was the Mississippi Queen. So the Mississippi Queen is just a very mainstream song that I feel like very typical rock people would just like. It's very straightforward. It's a little bit like racy, the topic. It reminds me again of Honky Tonk Women, like concept wise, right? Concept wise, it's very much like Honky Tonk Women. So it has that kind of vibe, bad boy vibe. But it's, as a song, very straight rock and roll, maybe southern rock a little bit, but like rock and roll, basically. It's just rock and roll. It's nothing crazy. And then the last one was a little proggy, in my opinion, more like Jethro Tull. And that middle one had more, it was like Americana folk almost, but not. It was like very rock, but they're talking about Americana ideas of going west. So I don't know. What is your opinion on all this? Am I completely off base here? That was just kind of my high level view. I like them though. They're really, really good. I think they're super underrated because they're really talented. Their songs are super diverse. They don't only write in one style. Their lyrics are very deep, and then they have good players and good singers. But this one, the only thing I would complain about is the recording quality was kind of muddled, and I think it was on purpose. Like I think they just turned up that distortion on their guitars so much that I think it created a muddy vibe, and I would have preferred a cleaner. But I feel that might be like a southern rock feature, honestly, since this channel is even called Southern Rocker. But the voice came in clear, but the balance of it and the EQ, I was like, it just wasn't to my likings. I'm very picky on EQ, and that's why I like certain remasterings of old songs better than others. So I don't know what the deal is with this particular YouTube channel and what Mountain has done in terms of remixing and editing and stuff like that. But that'd be my only complaint on this song is that I didn't like the EQ. That's just how things are mixed in the studio, like the balance of the instruments and the panning of like stereo sound and how they balance the voices versus the instruments. Then also, if you put too much distortion on a guitar, it can sound muddy. Just like if you hold down a damper pedal on a piano and keep playing without ever lifting the pedal, it gets very muddy. Okay, so that'd be my only complaint. But it is called Mountain, and mountains have a lot of mud, so maybe it's on purpose. Just kidding. Wow. Well, that was a really cool thing to do. That was a really great reaction. The person who requested that, they donated a nice amount, which was what I've asked for in terms of time wise for what they requested. So thank you so much. And I think even a little more, honestly, they were very generous. But I'm glad I was able to do all three of them together, just to see the breadth, the BREDTH of their work. And this person said it was a late 60s to early 70s American group. The song Nantucket Sleighride is about the 19th century whaling. And then when a whale pulled a small harpooning boat over the waves, it was called a Nantucket Sleighride. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I thought that was so cool. But I think that song was actually about like love and when you're out to sea and then you miss your love back home. Anyway, thanks for that. And let me know if you guys are Mountain fans or like if you even knew about Mountain. And if you didn't, you should definitely check it out if you're into this like 70s, early 70s rock vibe. It's a little proggy, but not like super prog. It's like Southern rock, but not. I don't know. It's like a really cool mix of the genres. Since I listen to so much rock of that generation, I'm like, ooh, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. But then each of their songs is so different that I'm like, oh, I'm a little mind blown right now. Okay, thank you and take care. Bye.